If you search online for Black Panthers, you get this. This is called narrative displacement. Look at this representation. But do not talk about structural power. This is the logo for the Black Panther Party. You are very unlikely to encounter the party unless you already know what you're looking for. The same if you look for Martin Luther King, you'll get his quotes, nothing about his anti-capitalist stance. If you cannot find the Black Panthers or their law books or their clinics or their breakfasts, then the American government does not have to explain why it changed the law to crush them and then assassinated all of their leadership. This kind of obscurity is much cheaper and more effective than corporate censorship. But this is not a coincidence. It's power trying to bury the movement where outward banning would be too contentious. Because the Black Panther Party today remains extremely dangerous to power. Narrative displacement is not a conspiracy. In the 1960s in Oakland, California, a radical anti-police, anti-capitalism group emerged named Black Panthers. Now, a multi-billion-dollar entertainment product dominates that name. And the search results default to fiction, not bringing you history. Information on the movement becomes niche or academic. This is capitalism working as designed. Power rarely hides history directly. It does something far more effective. It overwrites your heroes for a new generation. And that rebrand then saturates the information ecosystem until it becomes neutral. Until I seem paranoid for calling this out. My audience already know who the Black Panthers really were. But a lot of people don't. And for young people, this is now their first exposure to Black history. This is symbolic power. You can have representation of Black excellence in white spaces, but you mustn't redistribute any of that wealth. This gives Black America the illusion of sovereignty, but never defunding the police. It turns real organized resistance into aesthetics. That makes this safe for white America. This narrative displacement is the tale as old as time. It's capitalism's oldest trick. You don't censor radical history. You absorb it. You claim it. You rebrand it, you make it safe. Another great example of this is the turning of resistance movement leader Jesus of Nazareth into pietist savior deity for the Roman Catholic Church, Jesus Christ. The real stories are far more important and usually anti-capitalist. In my next video, I'm going to get into the history of the Black Panther movement and other citizen armies and examples of responses to colonial policing. This is going to be a series about groups who organised working class defence against the state and its capitalists. If you want to follow along for the sources and the detail, you can do so on my Substack, allymacforever.substack.com. And if you want to engage the conversation and talk to me and the other people in this community and share sources, give me more information, anything like that, you can do so in Discord. I'll be running this over the next week. Ciao for now.